What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I've got a Salamence team for Regulation I. This team was made by galaxiangod. Thank you very much for making this a rental code for me. Now, Salamence with Life Orb in the rain set by Kyogre can throw out powerful, perfect accuracy hurricanes and Draco Meteors. We've got Steel Tera because it resists pretty much everything you're weak to, and then Tailwind can also support the team. Mostly Kyogre, since Kyogre's the thing that wants to move fast. The rest of this team, we've got a little bit of an electric terrain team with Specs Miraidon, the standard Gleam set, but we have Dragon Pulse over Draco, and Electric Seed for Farigiraf. You can block Fake Outs with that, use Helping Hand to let Miraidon spam big moves without being stopped. It's a nice combo. And the Armor Tail also helps Kyogre quite a bit, since it's weak to Grassy Glide, it's weak to Thunderclap, until you Tera, it's weak to both of those, and you have Assault Vest that you can't protect. So it's good to be able to get those Water Spouts off. The rest of this team, we got Incineroar with Goggles, Parting Shot, Fake Out, Will-O-Wisp, and Knockoff, and Tera Ghost. This thing really wants to get that Will-O-Wisp off. No Rage Powder gonna stop you, no Fake Out gonna stop you. I respect that. And then finally, a Black Glasses Kingambit with Kowtow, Cleave, Sucker Punch, and Iron Head. We're not Tera Dark, but still, this Sucker Punch and Kowtow Cleave can do a ton of damage, especially if you get a Defiant proc. But anyways, I hope Salamence can do well. Let's jump onto the ladder. Alright, we've got quite a team here. They've got T-Tar Excadrill with Cresselia and Female Indeedee. They've got Necrozma Dawnwings and Cali Ice. So they're going to want to do Trick Room games, which Farigiraf likes to see, but they've got Indeedee, which makes things awkward. We can't go Fake Out. Miraidon can easily get stopped. And Miraidon doesn't like to see any of that, really. Intimidate will be nice. And Will-O-Wisp. I really like Incineroar. I'm just going to put Incineroar out first. Because we've got Knockoff for all their Psychic types, and we've got Intimidate and Will-O-Wisp for all their physical attackers. Sure, one of them is going to be Clear Amulet, but they can't all three be. We've also got Salamence Intimidate. That doesn't feel as strong. Because they're going to go Trick Room. I think I like Incineroar. Kyogre to start. You know, it could be Salamence. Yeah, Incin, Kyogre, Salamence Kingambit. I don't hate that. Just leave Miraidon at home. Miraidon, there's nothing there Miraidon wants to see. They don't have a trainer card. And with double Intimidate, I think we can get a lot of value out of that as long as they bring the physical attackers. And they did bring physical attackers out front. Alright, let's see. Who's got an amulet? Tyranitar is slower, and the Calyrex has an amulet. But I know one thing. There is no way you Tera Fire here. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Calyrex. I think just go into Kingambit here. Get Kyogre off the field so I can get my Rain back later. Since Kyogre can do so much damage to their team when Rain is up. But with Sand up, it's not quite as strong. Especially when they could defensively Tera Calyrex at this point. Yeah, here's the Tera. There's no way you go Tera Fire Calyrex. Yeah, it's Tera Water Calyrex. Okay, so I was right to swap. We weren't going to do nearly enough damage with Kyogre there. And Tyranitar Protect. Beautiful. Yeah, Kyogre was going to do no damage, so swapping out was free. Will-O-Wisp misses. Of course Will-O-Wisp misses. We reveal our goggles. That's a really bad miss, honestly. I'm going to Willow the Calyrex here. no way you Glacial Lance, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go for another Willow onto Calyrex. I don't want... I'm gonna go for Iron Head into T-Tar. I don't want to protect and then have a slot be doing nothing if they just like high horsepower my Incin or something. Are they gonna protect Calyrex, bring in Indeedee to redirect the Will-O-Wisp? Nope, they're just gonna click high horsepower into Incin. Okay. I will take that damage trade to finally connect the Will-O-Wisp. Thank you. Damage into Indeedee. And the Calyrex taking Sand Chip, I actually don't mind. That's pretty cool. The Indeedee seems to be goggles. Alright, Incineroar should probably get off the field. I think Kyogre's safe. I don't want to risk them going for Glacial Lance. And I'm happy to just kowtow the Indeedee. Not much they can do there but swap Tyranitar back in. Yeah, just follow me. They'll get Tyranitar back in and get rid of my Rain again, but now they're doing no damage. Which is awesome. Fake Out and Sucker Punch won't be online for quite a while. I'm wondering if I just bring in Incineroar now. Yeah, I'm gonna get Kyogre off the field again, bring in Incin. And I'll put Kowtow into Calyrex. Getting some damage on that finally would be nice. The way this goes sideways is, what, low kick Tyranitar? Because now we get the Intimidate on Tyranitar. They just click Rock Slide. Does take out Incin with a crit. I don't know. Tyranitar is pretty strong. We were quite low on health. But if you get the crit and the flinch, now that's not fair. Alright, Salamence, come on in. We get to intimidate this Tyranitar again. Last turn of Trick Room, we can just double protect. Nice and safe. Tyranitar swaps out, okay. Because you know I'm going to set Rain later. You've got the double Intimidate. Necrozma coming in is fine. Trick Room's about to be over. Ooh, Psychic Seed. I don't really mind this too much, since I have King Gambit here. Do a ton. And yeah, you're just going to throw out a Glacial Lance and try to hit my Salamence. Not really a surprise there. Now the one problem I do see is they're going to want to get Trick Room back up. And I can't be sure which slot is clicking it. I guess my best way to cover for everything is to Steel Tera, Draco, Calyrex, Kowtow, Cleave, Necrozma. Because with Black Glasses, that might do it. I think that does it. I mean, they have the Filter ability to weaken super effective hits. Not Filter, Prism Armor. Basically the same thing. Steel Tera will protect me from either Expanding Force or Glacial Lance. Draco Meteor with Life Orb. I assume it could take Calyrex from here. Calyrex is so crazy that I'm thinking it might not. Well, if they protect, it definitely won't. So now I just need the Kowtow to be enough. Unless they're like fast Necrozma and want to move before my King Gambit. That's not happening. And they're out of here. Perfect. Alright, weirdness is gone. Sucker Punch is back on the table. I think now I want to go for a more guaranteed play. So I want to click Hurricane into Calyrex and set the rain. I don't want to miss. And with the chip it just took that turn, I'm pretty confident Life Orb Hurricane does it from here. Like, let's be real. Draco Meteor should have done it from there. I just want an end game where I don't have to risk misses. There we go. Hurricane. It lived. And Tyranitar has Iron Ball Fling. Goodbye, Salamence. Woo! Alright, are they going to get Trick Room up then? They lost the Iron Ball on their Tyranitar. They get Trick Room, but they go down to Burn. Oh. So maybe it would have just lived Draco last turn. We know they were slower than King Gambit before. Are they still now that they dropped their Iron Ball? Let's go Iron Head, Origin Pulse, because, I mean, we're going to get hit. If anything can bring it back in this Tyranitar, it has a shot here. I'm not going to lie. But if it goes for, like, knockoff into Kyogre, it's letting the Iron Head hit for free. That shouldn't OHKO. We're a bulky Kyogre anyway. Rock Slide doesn't do half to King Gambit, but it does get the flinch on King Gambit. And Origin Pulse connects. That should be enough to be a guaranteed game. Yep. Gets the KO outright. I'm used to Assault Vest Tyranitar, so I was thinking, oh, maybe it can live. No, not Assault Vest. It's a cool team they got. But they don't have a trainer card, so... Alright, it is Terapagos, Smeargle, Fire Pond, Whimsicott, Fluttermane, and Shadow Rider. Probably like Booster Flutter with Taunt. We got a couple Redirectors, maybe a Decorate Smeargle. My best bet against Terapagos is I have Parting Shot to slow it down, but if they have Decorate, that's gonna go faster. I do have Psychic Noise in case they're like leftovers, but that's not that effective. I think I need to just slam them with as much damage as possible as fast as possible. So that's gonna be Miraidon. Maybe Miraidon Farigiraf? block any fake outs. Helping Hand Blast. I would like to move first, so maybe it's Incin. Kyogre, Salamence. I think this is the way. The only problem would be me bringing all this special damage if they end up being Calm Mind Terapagos. Cool trainer card. Okay. This is alright. Water Main. Because, like, I can go for... Are they going to be booster speed? My first question. Yeah. So they threaten my Miraidon a little bit. I could just go hard into Kyogre and fake out Terapagos. Unless they're Covert Cloak, they're not going to be getting a special attack boost this turn. And my bulky Kyogre can do pretty well there. Then I'd probably go for either Parting Shot or, like, probably knock off Terapagos, then Parting Shot. Depending. If they Tera, they will get rid of my Terrain and Rain. Hopefully I can swap around enough with Incineroar to make that okay. If they're specs... I don't know if they're specs. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Terapagos swapped. Into who? Horse. Okay. With my fake out, sure. I think I want to click Water Spout. I threaten the horse a lot. Yeah, I wanna just do the threatening to the horse. Gotta keep them honest here. Like, I think they might protect or swap, but I guess there's a chance they have Encore, which could pin Incineroar for a bit. They swap out Flutter Mane, so I like the play I made. Water Spout into Terapagos won't do a lot, but it's free damage. Like, yeah, you can turn off the rain now, I guess, but I get to see some information about your Terapagos. Did a ton of damage. Like, are you leftovers is what I get to see about Terapagos. No. Maybe their choice. Origin Pulse, then, since they're going to be able to hit first, and... How honest do I need to keep them? I think I'd go for the knockoff. Yeah, I think I still go for the knockoff into Calyrex. Seems like they might be counting on the damage double up, being able to do enough. Which, I doubt it does enough to Incin. Will it do enough to Kyogre? I don't think so either. Maybe if they're Life Orb, Cali? They disable the knockoff, that's cool. It's a good play. So now they get a Star Storm. Basically for free, though I do get the Origin Pulse to happen. Of course I miss. It's gonna be whoever's more important. Hit the Cali. Okay. If they double in, I don't know if they actually take Kyogre. Probably take Incin. If they double. Try to Origin Pulse again and Parting Shot the Terapagos. Missing the Terapagos is a little rough there. This will do like nothing to Incin. But are we in range for Starstorm on both? If so, that's definitely optimal. No, Kyogre lives. That's good. Get the Origin Pulse to connect on both this time, and take out Shadow Rider with a crit. Let's go. That I like to see. They've got Flutter Mane. I'll bring in Salamence then. That's Ogerpon. Salamence can eat alive. Or rather, eat hits from all day. Flutter Mane left. Kyogre does not do anything anymore. So I click Origin Pulse. And I Draco Meteor the Terapagos, try to take it out. Life Orb Draco, I think, does a lot. We got the Intimidate down on Ogerpon, which is great. Salamence walls Ogerpon if it's the standard set, which is also great. They could follow me here. That puts us in a good position to Fairy Gleam next turn, though. And let us Draco, that's huge. Goodbye, Terapagos. Salamence with a KO. Alright, what are you doing? You cudgel the Salamence. So if I connect Origin Pulse, which I never will, it's a little awkward. Origin Pulse. I think I Tera Steel Tailwind. I'm scared. I'm really scared. A little extra damage on Ogerpon would have been nice. Because then I could just finish it off with half a Draco here. Yeah, Moonblast should bounce right off. Nice. Another special attack drop for Salamence. Here's a Tailwind, and since you went after Salamence, Kyogre actually becomes faster and gets a hit off before you take it out, which is awesome. Alright, Miraidon, come on in. I need to Electro Drift. I assume you're faster, yeah. So I Drift the Flutter Mane. And Draco the Ogerpon. They could just use Follow Me here. They don't. That's cool. Alright. So now -3 Draco into Drift should definitely take Ogerpon. I was concerned that Ogerpon would Follow Me, live the Drift, and then get Draco. They They can live the Draco, sure, but now the Drift is going to take you out. Whew. Good job, Salamence. Yeah, and then Drift should be able to finish Ogerpon from here. You can do Spiky Shield shenanigans to get some chip on me, but you need like, what, an 8 protects in a row to take me out? That brought me 188 to 165. Yeah, you would need 9 in a row, because I'm not divisible by 8. Well, they're going for it. Or maybe they were just going for stalling out electric terrain. I still think I get the KO. Maybe stalling Tailwind, hope I'm slower, get a crit Ivy Cudgel? None of those, I think, even had a chance, even if it worked. But it was a good game. And you got a good trainer card. Thank you. Alright, we got a match here. Miraidon, Lunala, Whimsicott, Urshifu, Ursaluna, Incineroar. Our Miraidon seems pretty cool. The problem is they have one ground type. Salamence is good against their ground type, but not amazing. They do have Fake Out and Prankster. So Farigiraf isn't the worst idea ever. Could go Miraidon Farigiraf. Salamence would be an excellent switch-in if they want to go with ground moves. And then probably King Gambit or Incineroar. Is Kyogre not the play? Because like if we can get Tailwind with Salamence, Kyogre can do stuff. We're Grass Tera Kyogre, but I might have to commit that to Miraidon. Feels so weird to not bring a dark type into Lunala, but we have Foul Play Girafarig. This last one's really hard. I'm going Kyogre. Because we're Assault Vest and they have 2 special restricteds. They don't have a trainer card. Maybe bringing Farigiraf was a mistake? Possibly. Our Hadron engine goes first, which is nice. I think I want to Volt Switch out, but then to who? Kyogre, I guess. Volt Switch. Plus Foul Play to Lunala. That makes some sense. Because if we're the faster Miraidon, we Volt Switch out. They're not going to click an electric move into our Miraidon, unless it's a call. Which wouldn't be an insane call. They're gonna Tera. Their Miraidon into electric. That's a defensive play, I think. Or they're trying to take out Farigiraf in one. Alright, some good damage into Lunala, and we get out of there. So you can go for... You're not going to click an electric move into my Miraidon. That's what I'm calling. Kyogre can come out, and if you take out my Farigiraf, it's that Trick Room. Kyogre does not really mind that. Are you gonna set Trick Room? Life Orb, oh. They're gonna set up Meteor Beam, oh boy. That's gonna do some damage. We're Assault Vest though. We can... Oh. That's not going to do damage. Alright, come on in, Miraidon. You're apparently safe. So yeah, I can Tera Grass, Water Spout. Oh, we have Dragon Pulse, not Draco. Tera Grass, Origin Pulse. Drift there, Lunala. I'm going to take from the fact that they clicked buttons turn 1 that they're going to click buttons turn 2. That's what I'm hoping for. Drift. Goodbye, Lunala. Show me an electric move into my Kyogre, please. That's what I would like to see. Nope, they're Draco. Okay. Bye, Miraidon. Now, if I connect this Origin Pulse, I'm actually pretty happy with this trade. They have 1 HP. They have 1 HP! And their Life Orb. I'm not that happy with this trade anymore. I thought they would go down. Ah. Alright, Salamence. Let's see, something Intimidable, maybe? They can still Draco KO my Salamence from here. Water Shifu is not the worst thing to see. Let's Grass Tera Blast. And protect Salamence. With -2 on your Miraidon, the only thing you can really do is Draco my Mence. Yeah. So I'm gonna block that. Ice Punched. But Grass Tera Blast should take out Shifu. Yes. Okay. We're still in a little bit of an awkward position because Draco will trade Miraidon for Mence. While Incineroar gets to click Fake Out. But I click Origin Pulse and Tailwind. If you Fake Out Mence, try to take out Kyogre, you lose your Miraidon to Life Orb. And then it's Mence v Incin, which could go either way. If you Fake Out Kyogre, Draco Mence, then I have another shot to Origin Pulse, Oko your Incin. Draco Kyogre. Attack with Incin? Oh, I didn't cover for that. I was Tailwinding in case they missed Draco. But if they take out their Miraidon, there's no point in me clicking Draco. Hopefully it's like Will-O-Wisp? Knockoff. Yeah, they're going to win off of that play. My best damage combo is Hurricane into Draco. I also have the Confusion chance on Hurricane. That's not going to do nearly enough. Now I need to hit a Hurricane outside of rain, have them hit themselves, because they look like Assault Vest Incineroar. With that, well, yeah, they were going to win that anyway with Assault Vest Incineroar. I wasn't going to be able to do enough damage in time. Ah, oh, good game. It was pretty close. Had fun. Get a trainer card, though. Hello, Mono Ice Team. I've seen you before. Okay. If I recall correctly, I didn't gain much information, but I know The Ninetales has Sash, Icy Wind, Moonblast. The Satitan is Slush Rush with Yawn. That's about all I know. Kyogre is pretty nice to turn off their snow. So Kyogre in the back. Intimidate is alright. Salamence is terrifying to bring. I think I have to bring Miraidon and commit Tera to that. I think that'll be good. Bring it with King Gambit, Incin. Probably Incin, Kyogre. And then in the back, King Gambit, because it also resists ice. I think that's my best play. King Gambit will also discourage Icy Wind with its Defiant. I think that's what I need to do. If there was ever a team to not run into when you're trying to show off Salamence, yeah, it's the same trainer card. Alright, it's the same person. Bundle, Kyurem. I have no problem with commit Tera Fairy here. We activated their Quark Drive for them. Their Blazing Aura came after our Miraidon, which shouldn't mean much. Yeah, we're faster than their max speed. That just means they're not Scarf Kyurem. Fairy Gleam seems perfectly acceptable to me here, with a Fake Out into Kyurem. Kyurem, whatever you want to call it. Our Tera first means they're not going to Tera the bundle. Are they going to double protect? I would have assumed that it was a Ghost Bundle play. Protect bundle, also protect the Kyurem. No. Okay, this is a big turn then. If we can just take out their restricted mon turn 1. Yeah, they're out of here. Okay, huge. Alright, 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 alright. Avalugg. Alright, they've got wide guard, so we need to get off the field now. I'm gonna go to King Gambit. Ooh, let's worry about Body Press then. I want to take advantage of a potential Icy Wind, so I want to go King Gambit here. Could just be Water Move into Incineroar. So I don't want to go to Kyogre. I think I want to click Will-O-Wisp into Avalugg. That'll make it completely useless. Because like, it probably has Body Press. And like an Ice Move. And Wide Guard. Yeah, there's Wide Guard. That's like the thing Avalugg can do. Hydro Pump misses. Yeah, that's what Hydro Pump does. I'm sorry. Will-O-Wisp connects. That's big. Alright, now that that's burned, I think we just target down this bundle. Kowtow. Knock off. Now the Hydro Pump connects. Let's see if it was even going to get the KO. It was. That's disappointing. But, like, from their perspective. Oh, and their Life Orb. Oh yeah, no wonder it was going to KO. Body Press does a ton to King Gambit, actually. But now we have a pin. Unless they're, like, Tera Ground on the Avalugg. We can go Drift Avalugg. Plus Sucker Punch the bundle. And there's not much they can do to get around that. Should I click Draco? No. I don't think I should ever click Draco here to try to call a Tera Ground Avalugg. That might not even be what they have. they're swapping out. They don't have a ground immunity in the bag. A ground type, you know what I mean. They're just gonna set snow. Protect one. Yeah, that's okay, because I'm faster than Ninetales. I can drift Sucker Punch again. The bundle stays stuck there. Sash Ninetales, yep. And it's Ninetales max speed is like 177 or something like that, so we should be faster. I don't know the exact number offhand, but let me know if that was right. Sucker Punch, bundle, goodbye. Critical hit is not necessary. It suffered enough from that Hydro Pump miss. Hydro Pump miss was pretty big, because then the Will-O-Wisp wouldn't have happened. They would have been able to one-shot King Gambit. Not that I would have allowed them to one-shot King Gambit. Like, I probably would have just doubled back into Miraidon there. But not being allowed the free kowtow into bundle would have been a problem. Iron Head, Drift. Battle's canceled. I guess I should have been careful there about Terra Ground, but good game. Thank you for having a cool team and a cool trainer card. Alright, we're back. I think Salamence did pretty good here. Let me know if you think he did too. Thank you again, galaxiangod, for making this team. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.